Do I have something to say that is connecting with people? And because that's the only way I'm gonna be able to evaluate my communication skills. You see what I'm saying? I know I need to become a good communicator, a better communicator. And it starts with reading the signals that I get back from my messaging. And if I conflict that with starting to use titles and this, then you start getting views, and then you become like disoriented, delusional, because you think that you're becoming a good communicator, but you have nothing. But at the same time, here on Reality Entrepreneur, those guys, like, I have to weigh that carefully. So I'm going to name them once, and for me, psychologically, there's value. I could get over it, and that's it. You know what I mean? So, Mr. Andy Frazella from First Form. Then I have Titan Gilroy from CNC Manufacturing. I don't want to get into this. I'm going to get emotional. Anyways, he's like the you know what Elon Musk is to space? He's to manufacturing. He's it. I mean, he's revolutionized how we train and teach people. He's got an academy, and he's a creative dude that had a very, very rough start. And I related to him in his keynotes in my worst of times. Hearing his story was very uplifting, and it gave me the courage to believe in myself. Anyways, that's Titan Gilroy. And then Alex Hormozy, a super technical guy. I mean, he's revolutionized ad writing. He changed the complete industry of the gyms. He's got a wonderful life partner. I mean, he's such a balanced guy. And to think that this guy at a certain point was considering becoming a stripper because he was failing and failing and failing, and he got in a drunken accident. And you got to go see that, go in his history and go to his talking head where he's sitting, and he's talking about the 7 years and the 7 steps or 7 years. I'm sorry, but I haven't listened to it in a long time. But go listen to his stuff. This guy is the smartest guy in business. He's highly technical. He very, very, very smart guy. So, but like I did, you have to pick and choose who you're listening to. You have to relate to them for some reason. So for him, it was like understanding ad writing and understanding I come from like a background where for me, an offer, he words it very well, like a sales offer. You got to have an incredible offer, and that's the start. Everything else starts from there. So for me, my superpowers are, like customer service and speed and all that. But then I learned that wasn't enough, And then, like that's where I learned from Mr. Frazella, about culture and customer service and creating your mission and then attracting people. And that becomes a whole. And then you could brand and all that. You know what I mean? So it's incredible. Like I got a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit there. And then we have Gary Vee. And Gary Vee was like, I don't need to tell you, I've spoken about him, but Gary Vee is like, he's like the visionary. He's like a savant. So he's a he's super visionary, but not only talk, he put his money when he was broke into things that, forget the fact that, he made he made money with his investments. That means absolutely nothing. And I'm sure if you ask them, it means diddly squat to him. What his biggest accomplishment is understanding markets and people in 2 seconds. He's able to say, oh, wait a minute. Before, somebody had to go to a store, buy a book, read about, architecture, And now somebody could talk to anybody about architecture with 8 billion people. Oh, okay, that's going to change everything. And then he started talking that way. So if you go back in his history, there's a big difference. This guy 12 years ago. So he put his mouth, and not only that, he started an agency. And you know how he started that agency? And I could be mistaking the chronology, because sometimes you get a piece of a story and then there's another piece that contradicts that. So I'm going to be careful. I don't think that maybe he started his journey, but he at a certain point, he was getting like attention because of, I think he invested very early in a couple of things, and people were like, the internet, and he had the wine library and all that, and then he got like he had one of his buddies, and somebody approached him and wanted him in a room, and I think it was like for $5,000, and something clicked in his head. He goes, huh. And and now today, his ad agency, he's revolutionizing the ad space the same way Alex Hormozy, the same way as Titan Gilroy, the same way as Andy Frisella. Do you understand the pattern? Now, those three other guys, they weren't speaking about it and went in the ad business, but they did it like Gary Vee. So they're all equals, because they're people that realized that a light clicked for them, and then they took a set of action that led them to where they are today. And finally, Patrick Bet-David. I mean, this guy's story is unbelievable. You have to go and listen. He's got the most popular podcast for business, I think, on YouTube. And he's a class act, and he's a freaking hard worker. And he's got a communication platform. It's called Connect. If you're considering, hiring people to help you at affordable price, I'll tell you something. Go to sign up to Connect, and go for $100. You could ask a question and get a reply. Think about that. And he created this platform, and let me tell you something. He's very intelligent, very, 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 very hard worker, and he's a visionary. And very early, he realized what the internet, and that is the common thing between all of them. You understand? So these people are leaders. So I'm happy I got this off my chest, because I don't want to be distracted on Monday. I want Monday, for me, in a selfish way, I want this to start becoming about the 6 messages. And so I could focus on my work, because I got a lot of work to do in terms of creating myself a healthy routine where I could find my my new normal, because it's been a ride and a half for me, 15 years, and for me right now, I don't want to keep anything left that is unsaid, in order for me Monday to nail these messages. And Reality Entrepreneur is going to be simple. I'm going to come here and have fun with you guys. So that is the 5th. And then the 6th is a 7 p.m. Whatnot live show for Ingredient Depot, which is my chemical company. And we're going to have fun. It's going to be 7 p.m. And those are the 6 YouTube channels that are going to be messaging because of the Road to Live Operations, which is embedding studios into your business. And there you go. So that is my 30 minutes here. Thank you very much. If you watch my videos and all that, it's been a wild ride. Thank you very much. And Desk 10 is done. I'll see you in the next one. I gotta now do the live show table and put my cap upside down and do some construction. I'm so fed up. All right, so I'll see you in a bit, and we'll take care of that. I'm just gonna edit this video and just put it online, so the sequence makes sense as I name the next video and do that table. And then tomorrow I'm going to take the day off, and then Monday start doing my stuff. All right, I'll catch you in about an hour and a half. All right, take care. Have a good lunch. It's